Have you heard of the story of Queen Esther? Raise your hand if you've heard of Queen Esther. Um, so here in a nutshell is the story of Queen Esther. Esther is an orphan girl, and she's actually living with her older cousin. His name is Mordecai. And she's living under Persian rule, under King Ahasuerus, but really in the Greek his name is Xerxes. We've all heard the name King Xerxes, right? He was represented in the movie 300. That was King Xerxes. It's not an accurate representation. So Esther is a Jew who's living in Susa, which is the city that is the central city of the Persian Empire at that time, the ruling empire. And the king gets fed up with his existing queen. And he's like, I'm done with you. And they decide, you know what? Let's bring in front of you all the beautiful ladies in the city of Susa, and then you can have your pick on who you want to be the next queen. Well, guess who gets brought in front of him? Esther, right? Esther comes, and apparently Esther is a knockout because right then and there, King Xerxes is like, this is the one, I want this girl. And she ends up becoming the new queen with the king. Now, during that time period, the king had a right-hand man named Haman. Everybody say Haman. Haman, hey man. And Haman, right, big downer, Haman the Horrible wanted to kill all of the Jews. That was his mission, was to eradicate all of the Jews. And so Mordecai implores Queen Esther to do something about this. And this is where we get this famous verse. Everybody loves this verse, right? And who knows whether you have not come to the kingdom for such a time as this. If you've ever been to a women's conference, I guarantee you they brought this one up, right? Ladies, for such a time as this. You've been men, you are for such a time as this, right? Like that's why I put this picture up here of your identity with the tower, the lighthouse, and the waves crashing against it. It's like you were meant to stand strong in the midst of this adversity, in the midst of this trouble.